It's a trap, you walk right into the hate. All over a new king that's face is just replaced. It's all the same, you still be ruled by force. And no matter who it is, they'll still carry on the torch. Just a lie, cheat, steal, half of what you make. Taxation is steps, it's time to vacate the state. Newsflash, all your cash is an IOU. From killers who really do steal from you. Inflation is a weapon used by every nation who says that they're saving the world through lies. That they disguise and pass off as bravery. Well, I got news, debt is slavery. It don't matter who's madder, a new master don't matter. When they both want the same, the state don't play no games. They got you trying to survive and put you on sides and ready to kill each other. That's conquer and divide. It's all for show, or for hyper-control.
And we're back with the Minisode of the Bonesandtubs show. We're here to give you everything you want to hear and more.
We thought we would time this just right to basically be announcers on the burning down of the United States with the acquittal or fucking mistrial or whatever the fuck is going to happen.
But we're probably just going to have to hear about it when we record the show tomorrow.
Yeah, as I'm fucking recording it, I'm going to have to go to my car and pull out the snowball microphone and add things to it. But it's looking like this trial's about to be over with. And to be honest with you, they did the same thing in this trial that they do with every cop trial. They overcharged the motherfucker.
Yeah.
So regardless of what happens, they're going to burn this motherfucker down anyway.
Yeah.
I also was talking to somebody the other day from the Bonesandtubs Nation who I don't remember, from the Factory of Sadness. And we were talking about they were real pin up on this BLM shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about China and how he was going out of his way to not buy Chinese objects, mm-hmm. Buy American.
It's kind of hard.
It is hard.
Yeah.
And he said he was trying to buy a paring knife, and he settled on one from India and ended up ordered it, and he got it from, and the model he bought was actually from America. He felt good about it. Whatever, I get it. I'm a xenophobe too, and I'm not a big fan of the Chinese. However, I did see we had some downloads in China.
Oh,
so I don't have a problem with you. I have a problem with your government. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people feel the same way about the United States. You know?
I don't have a problem with your, but I have a problem with the United States government. So, anyway, we're talking about this, and I was just like, look, man, like, it's all part of the plan. You gotta trust the plan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, not on that one-letter shit that we can't say, because we'll get our episode further banned in the shadows than it already is. This dude they got in office right now has been, before the selection happened, he came out and had, he had provable ties with the Chinese and the Russian government. Now they want to act like they're enemies. I think they're going to burn it down from the inside, and then we're going to get attacked on both fronts. We'll just be communists. We've already adopted a communist mindset with these faggots walking around telling us to wear masks and us listening,
Yeah.
Like, it's already here. It's happening right now.
Maybe the Doge storm will I'm telling you.
I wish that I had listened to our advice, and I hope that a lot of people out in the Bonesandtubs tribe did listen to our advice, unlike me, because I sold all my shit early.
I still got some.
I know you do.
Yeah.
But I hope that you guys rode that wave and got some money on that Doge.
Well,
I know Jumpstead did. Jumpstead made a decent amount of money the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He's one that I talked to personally about it.
I was selling him back in the day, too.
That's cool. Yeah. He made a decent amount of money. I don't know the specifics, but hopefully some of you guys out there made a good penny off of our non-financial advice. And
hey, and if you did make those pennies, you could always send us the scratch.
Yeah, you could always send money to Bonesandtubs,
for that hot hot tips.
Just a little bit. I mean, the church asked for 10%, the government asked for 30%. I'm not asking for that much.
No, not at all.
I just want to know you love me.
Do we just want to?
I just want you to pray for me.
As the Italian,
mean it.
We just want to do as the Italian Dons say. We want to wet our beak.
Yeah,
we just want our taste.
The only difference is we're not going to offer you oops insurance. Like, we won't hurt you if you don't.
No, exactly. We'll just be sad pandas.
But you'll hurt us.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm just kidding.
But and let's go back to the conversation we're having before we started earlier, which I thought posited a good question, because I started with, because there's this theory that the majority shareholder of Dogecoin is Elon Musk.
What if if not Because it said somebody owns, what was it, 28% of all Dogecoin?
Yeah, it amounts to like $78 billion.
And
right?
they buy a specific amount every time. It's every couple of weeks. And if you look at the number, I forget the specific amount, but it's his birthday.
Yeah, he buys in increments of what constitutes Elon Musk's birthday.
Yeah. And we were talking before the episode started recording, like how crazy would it be if Elon had not only created Doge, but if he created Bitcoin as well.
Yeah. And then I said, is he a supervillain? And then you said,
no.
What if he's a superhero?
What if he's a superhero?
And then my mind exploded because I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What if he is a superhero? And this is his whole bid to basically prove that money is worthless, right? Think about it.
Yeah.
If you own both Dogecoin, the majority of Dogecoin and Bitcoin, right? And you had that much money, like you would have literally, I estimated, I was like, you would have more money than probably, I said 2/3, but it's probably closer to 3/4 of the world combined. Yeah. Gross national product, all that shit.
For sure.
Right? Maybe not. But you would have more money than
shout out to us not being economists.
Fucking everybody, yeah. Right?
You'd be a force to be reckoned with for sure. And
you could be like, hey, you know what? Like, I'm going to build like railroads in underdeveloped countries, and I'm going to get water supplies going in these countries. And we're going to open desalination plants in like desert areas so that we can actually, because that's a thing, right?
That's going to be his shit. I'm surprised he hasn't already tried to tackle the desalination thing with ocean water.
I saw this once. You know which country has the most like desalination plants in the world?
Whom?
Israel, right?
Really?
Yeah. Like, it's a thing. And what if Elon Musk is like, you know what? All these countries, because, water, here in America, we think of water, we're like,
We're not going to realize the importance of water until the economy shuts down. We can't get it anymore.
The land of plenty, right?
Right.
It's everywhere.
Somebody goes out and drinks out of a stream and dies of dysentery.
Yeah. But, like, other parts of the world, there's people that still have to fucking walk miles to rivers and hopefully get to clean their water before they drink it and shit like that, right?
Carrying jugs on their head and what have you.
Yeah. What if he's like, you know what? We're going to open desalination plants. We're going to make water no longer like, water inherently is, you have to have it to live, right?
I mean, you do.
So if a part of natural law is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, right?
Yeah.
In theory, water should be, this might sound communist, free.
Well, to go with that, what if the shit that I talked about Elon Musk for starting the company Tesla and not putting out any of Tesla's actual ideas?
Oh my God!
What if he fucking? What if I was What if I fucked up and that's actually has been his goal the entire time,
was to actually
have enough money to circumvent the system and just bring it out.
Like literally, he would like. What if he could like
free energy?
Gave him enough. He had enough money to bulldog through all the energy consortiums. All the commodities that we depend on, right? What if he's suddenly like, you know what? Free energy, free water for everybody. Mm-hmm. Guess what? That's what, like, when people with money actually do something, that's what you can do.
We've talked about this before, but
I'm probably just talking crazy, but that to me,
probably because he could literally just come out. He has a big enough following that he could just put out a YouTube video or start his own website and host it on his own website, put it out there. And,
he could have his own, with that kind of money, you could have your own full, like, not just a cable channel. You could have, like, your whole cable network. Like,
he doesn't even need that. Like, he could, I don't know. I hope I'm right in my self-doubt at calling him out on that. And I'll be the first one to come up here and apologize in front of everybody here listening. But that'd be sweet.
Wouldn't that be crazy, though? Like, man, that would make they'd kill his ass. But what if he's like, he says all these things, he gives it to us, and then he like double flips everybody off and says, I'm going to Mars now, so you motherfuckers can't kill me.
Yeah. Like, I think once you reach a certain point, Donald Trump proved that. I'm not saying he was good or bad or indifferent, but he definitely had his own private security and didn't rely on the Secret Service for much.
Yeah. Because
he knew what time it was. Because they will use the Secret Service to kill you.
Do you think he has like, I know it sounds hokey, but like, I don't know what to call them, magicians? Like,
probably.
What would you call them? Like
magicians, wizards.
Yeah. Is that a better word for it?
Whatever.
What do you want to call it? You've been dabbling in that. What do they call themselves? Well, they call themselves witches,
all
right?
kinds of things. Witches, magicians, wizards, magi. It's always.
Okay, can we call it magi? That sounds more professional than calling them wizards.
You can call it anything you want.
What if he's got like fucking magi working for him to like do counterbalance fucking shit to keep any bad
Keep
juju
the enemy
off
at bay.
That's like part of a security detail. You have literal physical security, and then you have motherfuckers in the background like casting spells and shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, look at Trump. He was a fucking lunar magician. He did all that.
That's that Jesuits.
That was that Jesuit shit. But
Jesuit hitter.
He did that. I mean, nobody goes into this blind. I don't know. We're sitting on interesting times. You know, we've been talking about how it just seems like everybody's holding their breath, and
I'm gonna be honest. Like, if Doge. There's predictions that Doge is going to go over $1 tomorrow.
I fucking hope so. Just because I put a little bit back in it today.
If that happens, I'm going to have a little chunk of change. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you don't sell it, I'll be disappointed in you.
I told you I'm not selling. If it happens, I'm not selling all of it. I'm going to hold on to some.
Well, fuck. I mean, you'd be able to pay off some shit for real. What if you just paid your house off?
Well, we were talking about it, and if it reached over $1, we'd be able to pay both our cars off.
Yeah.
And then we'd still have money left over. Like, so our theory was like sell one and then buy another car basically outright.
You could do like a tiny little kick to the podcast studio and get us those Joe Rogan microphones if you wanted to.
Dude, you know I'm going to get the...
You know I got you.
You know I'm going to deck this out. We'll get the green screen. We'll get everything going. We'll have our own fucking multicultural assistant over there taking notes for us and shit.
We were talking about the King and the Sting podcast earlier, and I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about, but they got Kat and I forget the black dude's name, but they I don't know their official role now because I haven't really listened to the podcast in a while just because of my fucking autistic brains have been doing other things like listening to Crusher by Gary Vee. Check it out on Audible. But they have the Culture Corner, and they would like come in and it was like funny, you know, because they were both an Asian female and a black dude, and they can get away with a lot because they were just like they would refer to the Culture Corner whenever it came down to a risky topic or whatever. And then Kat went on OnlyFans. Just because so many people cried out for it, was only selling feet pictures and made like 6 figures.
Nice.
So anyway, that's that whole story. I wonder if the country is burning out. Let me check.
Yeah, I've been refreshing every like 10 minutes.
My thing is like I don't know. I don't understand the process, I guess, but you got the facts. Just put it out there. Part of me just wants to watch it burn.
Nothing yet. Oh no. You're not gonna know it today.
Oh, they call it quits for the day.
Jury concludes first day of deliberations in Derek Chauvin case. So you'll probably hear about us talking about it on the show tomorrow if the jury comes back. I kind of figured like this isn't something that a jury. There's got to be people on there that are like it's not unanimous right now.
No, for sure it can't be. They just tried to have a change of venue. You see that? Because the police department paid out a wrongful death suit in the tune of somewhere between like $30 and $50 million.
They've done that before though, in other big court cases. They'll change the venue.
Yeah, but the judge denied it, or it was denied. Whoever was denied it. Now, I have another current events thing to mention, but before I do that, I will say this: I went through Instagram earlier and Facebook and caught up on quite a few messages. I still have some to catch up on. And I want to apologize to anybody out there that's like, man, fuck him. He didn't answer me back. I've been going through it.
Yeah.
And I'm back now. Bones is back.
Yeah,
so
good to go.
We're going to continue this, getting back to and communicating with everyone. So feel free to message us on Instagram and all those other apps. But somebody said in one of those messages that they're just so goddamn tired. They basically mirrored the same thing we talked about. Mm-hmm. So goddamn tired of current events. Mm-hmm. And they want us to go back to our bread and butter, the occult shows, conspiracies. So I would put the call out right now that I want anybody listening that wants us to do a show on anything specific. We want to hear from you. Yeah, we're going to go back to the way it used to be.
Well, and the thing is that, I mean, that's not to say, I will say this. That's not to say I feel like the old way was we would probably talk and chat about current events for the first like 10, 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then we would dive into the topic.
Not a full show.
Yeah.
Though, yeah.
But the thing is, like, you know, there's that meme, I'm tired of living in unprecedented times.
Yeah.
I feel like we kind of got caught up in the wave of unprecedented times.
We thought we got out and we were coming back and we still got caught in that tidal wave or the undertow.
Or if it's something so like Leviathan-esque, which I don't know if that's a word, but I just made it up if it wasn't.
If it's not, it is now.
That was and is 19. I think it's something. It's not like I'm sorry, but And I know people get tired of talking about current events and stuff, but I feel like it's a fucking trillion-ton fucking elephant in the room that has to be, unfortunately, addressed.
Yeah, it has a giant erect pussy. Figure that out.
Has a...
And a super moist butt.
Well, I guess it'd still just be a WAP.
Yeah. Get a bucket and a mop. That giant fucking elephant has a giant erect pussy.
something out of a fucking goddamn what's that? I can't remember that one artist who H.R. Geiger nightmare. You know, the guy that designed the alien.
Yeah.
But nah, you're right. You know what? You're all right. I've been going back on the old notes and stuff like that and old episodes and
with a sense of wonder and
the thing is,
missing.
like, my favorite episodes that I try to turn people onto if they've never listened to the show before, like, hey, if you want to listen to one of my favorites, listen to this. More often than not, the ones I tell them are the ones where we did deep knowledge on occult shit,
like even the multiple part series about like
the CIA, the CIA. I'll tell you right now, if you guys haven't listened to it, like you just caught on in the near future and you haven't, if there's one thing I can stress, go back and listen to part 1 and part 2 of our CIA episodes.
Sadly enough, and I'll say this, and I don't want you to have an emotional reaction, but I think that our most popular episode still to date is Selling Our Bone Off. And I will never turn down likes and views and attention. It just makes me sad because I feel like we put so much work into like the CIA stuff.
I had to use all of my stoic powers.
Not to
I don't know
out.
if you saw this little jerk.
I saw it.
But the jerk was for me to flip the table.
Yeah.
Because
in my direction too, because I was the one that mouthed it.
Because it's not that I regret doing that episode.
It was a great episode.
It's a great episode, right? But you know why I don't like that episode now?
I know.
Because
why
all the
like
fucking comments are like, well, you guys just don't know. And
the ones that called us out for being shills.
That, or like when we've talked shit about, that one letter
that we can't talk about.
And talking shit about them, and people have commented on that before, and I'm like, you want to fight.
You'd be surprised. I'm glad I'm the one that went through all those Instagram messages, because there were a lot in there that had to do with that letter, like pro that letter.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen some of them.
I mean...
And I just ignored it. I can't.
I made sure to message back to everybody I saw today, so...
I need
to get back to that.
I need those types to understand, you don't... that whole thing doesn't occupy any free rent space in my head.
Right.
I need them to understand that.
Have you seen this shit? Speaking of that, only because it mirrors some of the things that letter used to talk about.
Yeah.
So... there's a duality going on right now. It's been going on for a couple of days, and I don't know if you've seen it or not. I saw it on TikTok. They were saying that on April 24th, a group of 6 men on TikTok have reportedly designated April 24th as National Day for carrying out sexual assault. They have claimed that on April 24th, 2021, it is legal to sexually assault anybody. They even provided tips on how to do so. It's unclear who's responsible for starting the trend or whether it was a joke at this point. However, a number of social media users have been making TikTok videos to help the word get out that this National Day could pose a threat.
I think this is a troll.
Oh, it's for sure a troll. Or it's a fucking sexual assaulter. But I didn't see it that way. I saw it as people who were like showing the signs. Like, have you seen the signs of like if somebody's in trouble?
Oh, yeah.
It's like making a fist with your thumb in the middle.
Uh-huh.
And the videos I saw was like a woman walking with a dude, and he had his hand on her arm, but it just looked like a normal walk.
Yeah.
But really, he was like escorting her. And she walks by a dude, and she like brushes his arm to get his attention. And when she walks away, she's like... And it just said like, April 24th, we're trying to get the message out to let people know that if you're in one of these situations, these are the symbols and signs, and if you see these things... take that woman and protect her.
Yeah.
I like that message better.
Yeah. I saw a TikTok where a guy's like, because it started out with the guy talking about how to protect yourself or whatever, like,
yeah,
don't go out or whatever. And it clipped to this new guy. He's like, no, fuck that. He's like, you know what you need to do? And he fucking,
yeah.
He's like, you need to have one of these. And he has a firearm.
Right.
And he's like,
the equalizer of all.
Yeah. He's like, this will stop him real quick. And he's like, I'm going to tell you this right now. He's like, I'm going to be out and about. And if I see anything remotely like that,
it's over.
He's like, you've already declared open season on your asses.
Well, the Bonesandtubs tribe, I'm sure, feels the same way that Bonesandtubs both feel. Mm-hmm. That if on April 24th or any day of the week that a female comes across me and taps me or gets my attention and shows me the sign of her putting her thumb in her fist and making a fist, I'm going to do everything that I can to help that female. Yeah. Or anyone for that matter, a child, anybody in our listening audience that hears this, that's actually somehow listening to this podcast and going through that. I live in Preble County. Yeah. Off and on. Otherwise Butler. Mm-hmm. You know, keep an eye open. I'll punch that motherfucker right in the throat.
Yeah, that's something I need to tell little Tubbs. I've never really told him anything like that before. Just like, you know, be wary of strangers, like any parent would tell their child. But I need to tell him that.
He's about to that age where he could get to that understanding.
Yeah. Be like, if you think you're in danger.
Stranger danger.
Yeah. Or scream. Kids, I feel like they kind of get a pass because, like, if they just start like wailing, it gets everybody's attention. You ever notice that? Even if it's like not something like that, it's like they're just throwing a tantrum. It's still like you just have a beeline and you just want to keep staring. Like, and I know it feels weird because anybody out there with kids knows, like, your kid's crying at the restaurant and everybody's fucking staring at you.
Well, it's a natural thing, probably.
Yeah,
you want to protect the children of the tribe.
That's some leftover monkey shit for real.
Yeah,
because it's like your brain's telling you
something's wrong.
Keep an eye out.
Yeah,
right. So don't think like it's a bad thing. If you see a kid in distress, keep an eye open. If it prevails, which you could usually tell after minor, minimal observation, whether it's a temper tantrum or actual distress.
Fucking abduction.
Yeah. So like, just take that extra second, you know?
Yeah, just check it out. You know, check it out.
You never know. But
I like how these, I mean, we don't really do a lot of mini shows, but I like how these just go in their own way. I feel like it's a good time. Taking people on the water slide that is the Bonesandtubs podcast.
Well, I think about wraps it up for us.
Yeah. I don't think there's... Oh, Maxine Waters.
Yeah.
Just real quick.
Yeah.
I got on that tangent about not wanting to talk about current events. Everybody knows, you included, that I'm not a Trump dick rider.
No.
But they just concluded through an internal investigation that everything that happened on, was it January 6th?
Yeah.
The Capitol bullshit that everybody knows is fake and it was all photo ops. They concluded through an internal investigation that it was allowed to happen. Mm-hmm. And yet people are still pleading guilty. So, I mean, it's all pomp and circus, but these motherfuckers are still going to court and, like, prison and all this. But an internal investigation, like, said that it was fake, that they allowed it to happen, that it was staged. Right?
They're probably getting paid, for real.
For sure. But, like, they tried to roast that dude Trump, man. And anybody involved, they tried to roast him on helping the fucking insurrection or whatever fucking word they used.
Yeah.
And yet this Maxine Waters cunt comes out and is going across state lines on these little fucking Black Lives Matter, like kicking the Black Lives Matter hornet's nest. Like saying, let them know. We got to do more. You know? And they're burning shit down right now. Yeah. And they haven't even come out with a verdict on this goddamn trial yet.
Yeah.
And this bitch is allowed to just walk around free and clear. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to make that observation.
Yeah.
I saw that earlier and it pissed me off.
That's a good observation, you know. But I think that about wraps it up for us.
I'm done now.
We'd like to thank you all for listening to this mini episode. As always, check out JNY5.
JNY5 Internet Studios on Instagram.
Check out Blood the Brave.
Blood the Brave at Bandcamp, bloodthebrave.com, Blood the Brave on Instagram, and Blood the Brave on Twitter and Facebook. He's our musical artist. JNY5 is the visual artist.
Yeah. If you happen to get a big cash payout from Dogecoin, don't forget your boys who turned you onto it in the first place.
Just fucking make it to where I don't have to work at that goddamn shithole.
Yeah, man, for real.
Listen, as soon as we get out of there, it's going to be like a 12-part series on fucking expose of certain things that we can't talk about right now.
Yeah.
I will burn those motherfuckers to the ground. I swear to God. Pictures and everything.
Yeah.
It's over with. I'm taking a high-definition video recording pen.
Keep that in mind.
Anyway.
But you can always get a hold of us on Instagram.
Yeah, we're listening to and talking to you on all the messages. For the episode suggestion, I would say the last couple times we've done it, I almost had a seizure because it came in on every single fucking platform. And I can't handle that.
Just do Instagram then?
Just Instagram.com/Bonesandtubs. Hit us up in the DMs. Let us know what type of show you want us to do.
I'd say Gmail too. No?
I mean, I need it all in one area.
Okay.
Unless you want to handle the Gmail and I'll handle the Instagram.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you got okay, I got an idea.
That shit's heavy.
You want show topics? Send to Instagram. You want to do long form emails that we might read on the show?
No, we will read them.
Go to Gmail.
Yeah. Long form emails that you want to start a conversation, hit us up on bonesandtubs@gmail.com. If you want to do a show topic, send it on Instagram.com/Bonesandtubs.
Don't message us on Facebook.
It's really hard for me to answer those. I hate Facebook. I know you have to have one, but fuck.
Yeah. But we'd like to thank...
We're also on Twitter at
Bonesandtubs.
I'm still trying to figure that one out.
We'd like to thank y'all for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show. We hope you tune into the... Well, I mean, it'd be tomorrow's episode. I don't know when this is going to drop, but...
Probably tonight.
Okay. So listen to tomorrow's... or it'll probably be Wednesday, right?
Wednesday or Thursday,
Yeah, it'll probably come out Wednesday or Thursday. We hope you guys enjoyed the Minisode. If you like it, let us know, and we'll do more of them.
Yeah.
Because I like doing it, too.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank y'all for listening. We hope you enjoyed the Minisode, and between now and again, we'll see you next episode.
We love you. Talk to you in 24 hours.
We really do.
Cryptic as a Nas intro. Damn right, I grew up on Esco. And rockin' in Pac, exposing the plot. I lost my heart when Soldier Slim got shot, but they still live on, and more than these songs. I'm in a war just to right these wrongs, so I write these songs and spit it from the heart. And came from the side that they call dog. How to label, boxed in a trap, living life under a microscope and attack. That's all of us living against the odds. They were never in our favor. Check the paper that they print and sell. It's all a scam. Fake is the money that's in your hand. Have you seen the plans or read a book? Or do you hide your face? Are you afraid to look? Well, that'll all change when there's nowhere to go. Just do me a favor, don't turn cold, cause it'll be rough when you finally see. But it'll be worth it, cause you'll be free. It's a state of mind, a sense that makes sense. Don't you forget that we're all heaven sent. We're from the stars, we're in charge. But right now, we're all living at large. 101 for being nothing but born free, and then wrapped in thorns. If you do the math and add it up, you might finally see that we've had enough. Cause anyone living who's less than 13 years of age has been living in a cage since that day they cursed us all when they blew them up and we watched them fall. Every day that they've been alive, they've been living in a line, the world at war. Every day that they've been alive, they've been living in a line, the world at war. Every day that they've been alive, they've been living in a line, the world at war. Every day that they've been alive, they've been living in a line, a world at war. Nah, it ain't all good, but I won't let them take what's left of what's good. The power we hold, the love we know, and we can see when the eyes are closed. It may feel like the hate's about to win, cause it's all you see. Just a sin, they play to pray every day on our minds to keep it all in a cage. They choose what they feed on the TV, and they thrive on hate, so that's all you see. More the same, the hate and pain, the doubt and fear, the dark and rain, and the same old fool who lives the rule, who's got the cure and the right last name. And if you don't pay to play the game, they might take you out and then blow your brains. I ain't shocked that they shot him, I'm surprised that they locked them all the way into the end of days. That's how it goes when you give it away, your power over the cowards who were ruled by force, and show up at your porch on a pale white horse and then hunt you down just like a sport that's real. But see, what hurts the most is those who watch like it's all a show, like the Hunger Games, cheering all the while they're living in chains that they can't see. But I don't blame them, cause I know what they face. I'm just like them, tracked and traced to keep us safe. Why? We're enemies of the state. Every day that they've been alive, they've been living in a line, the world at war. Every day that they've been alive, they've been living in a line, the world at war. Every day that they've been alive, they've been living in a line, the world at war. Every day that they've been alive, they've been living in a line, the world at war.